peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police.
And our next speaker we have is Darren Thompson from the Public Defender's Office.
Thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Sylvia. You know, if we really and truly want to get rid of racism or to deal with racism in a significant way, all of us have to get involved. All of us have to do something. Right? And when I say all of us, I am especially talking to my white brothers and sisters. When I say all of us, I am especially talking to our white brothers and sisters. You may not have a racist bone in your body, and that's good, but it's not enough. If you give a damn, if you care about people that look like me, that look like Michelle, that look like Justin, and I know you care, then you can't stand on the sideline. You have to get in the game. Black people don't have the luxury of standing on the sideline. When we were born into the game. When I get stopped by a police, I'm in the game. The game of hate, the game of evil, the game of violence. We don't have that luxury. And so you may be thinking, what can I do? And to that question I say, what can't you do? There are so many things that all of us can do. But for starters, educate yourself on race and racism in this country. Educate yourself on the history of racism in America. There are a wealth of materials out there. From W.E.B. Du Bois, The Souls of Black Folk. From Dr. Claude Anderson, Black Labor, White Wealth. From James Baldwin, the autobiography of Malcolm X. John Hope Franklin, From Slavery to Freedom. And the list goes on and on. Maya Angelou. Educate yourself so that you can see things from a different perspective. You can try to see things from a black man's eyes. You can try to see things from a black woman's eyes. And then after you've educated yourself, listen to black people. Listen to the complaint. Listen to the cries. Don't just hear it. Don't just think, oh, that's somebody who's playing the race card. Listen. Try to see it from their perspective. And then engage. Have those uncomfortable conversations, those uncomfortable talks. Right? Some of you may have family, mom, dad, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, cousin. Right? People you love and that love you, but they don't feel or think the same way that you do when it comes to race in this country. Have those uncomfortable talks. Let them know that this is wrong. Tell them how it makes you feel. Tell them how it makes your black friends feel. Don't brush it off, oh, that's just my crazy uncle. No. You got to deal with that. Immediately. Nip it in the bud. And yes, talk to your children. Educate your children about race and racism in this country. Obviously, their age is going to determine when you talk to them and what you talk to them about. Right? But talk to them, you must. This is a pandemic, and it's been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years. Black people don't have the luxury of not talking to their kids about race and racism, about police brutality. I have talked to my 13-year-old son ad nauseum about being to say, not say. What he's to do, not do. The first couple of times I talked to him, he looked at me like, what are you talking about? Now I've talked to him so many times, he's like, Dad, I know. And when I talk to him about the police officer stopping him, I don't make a distinction when it comes to race. I don't say if a black officer stops you, do this. If a white officer stops you, do that. Because racism has a way of paralyzing good people. Black cops, white cops, Latino cops, Asian cops. You saw the video. Those 4 officers who killed George Floyd, they weren't all white. Racism is evil. You have to educate your kids. You have to talk to them about white supremacy. You have to talk to them about white privilege. You have to talk to them about the gap when it comes to wealth, the gap between blacks and whites, and how racism, hundreds and hundreds of years of racism, has perpetuated that gap. You have to talk to them. Don't wait until social media educates your kid. Don't wait for some presidential tweet to explain things to your kid. You explain it to them. You're responsible. It starts at home. You have to talk to your kids. You have to educate your kids. You have to explain to your kids why things are the way they are in this country. You have to explain to them why things are the way they are in this country. You have to explain to them how in the world can this white police officer put his knee to the back of this man's neck? A man who was defenseless, who was not resisting, who was not violent, who had no weapons. They called the police on him because of a counterfeit $20 bill? Are you kidding me? But he has his knee to the back of his neck. And this man is crying out for his mother. A mother who had passed away 2 years ago. 46-year-old man. Crying out for his life. Begging, pleading, I can't breathe. I'm dying. You have to explain to your kid how this white police officer could look into that camera knowing that he was being videotaped. Knowing that he was in broad daylight. Knowing that there were witnesses that could identify him, that could testify against him, and look in that camera with impunity, as if to say, what are you going to do? Or better yet, you can't do a damn thing. A look that is so familiar to black people in this country. A look that to me, that said, you know what, I'm going to kill this nigger and there is nothing you can do about it. You got to explain to your children, how in the world can this man kill another human being and be so cavalier? Not be concerned that he was going to lose his job, not be concerned that he was going to be prosecuted. How in the world can you murder somebody in broad daylight? We can understand that. We can understand that from people that have everything to lose, or I should say nothing to lose, right? We represent people who feel that way, right? They have nothing to lose. This man, you would think, had everything to lose and didn't give a damn. Married, a job, and he killed this man in broad daylight. You have to explain it to your children. Why? Because you're going to do it with love and compassion. You're going to tell the truth of why that man would do something like that. By saying this, I'm not so naive to think that you having those uncomfortable talks with family and friends is necessarily going to change hearts and minds. I'm not, but I'm a public defender, right? Not only am I a public defender, I'm a black man born and raised in the South. Jackson, Mississippi, one of the absolute worst places in the world, let alone this country, when it comes to racism and killing black bodies, right? And when I think about what my ancestors, what they overcome, the overwhelming odds that they overcame, I have to hope. I have to be glass half full, right? We've seen worse in this country. We have to have hope. As public defenders, think about those cases that you get, right? When your colleagues say to you, that's a dog, that's a loser. No jury is going to buy that, right? But what do you think? What do you think? You think I got somebody's life in my hands. I have someone else's life in my hands. I'm going to do everything that I can. Other than our clients, we have a lot of lives in our hands. Not just my kids, Michelle's kids, Justin's kids. We have kids of other parents, people that we don't even know in our hands, who are depending on us. Right? I'm sorry.
Do not apologize.
I have a great aunt, and she had a saying when things were tough, when things were hard, when things were difficult, she would say, "Child, it ain't easy. It is not going to be easy." We're talking about hundreds and hundreds of years of hate and evil and oppression. Right? There are too many vested interests. There's too much money, power involved. We cannot do this. And when I say we, I'm saying black people cannot do this without white voices. You can't stand on the sideline. You got to get in.